Hello students, welcome back to the class. In this class, you are going to learn about note making. Okay, note making, it is very important one. In your education life, it is very useful thing and necessary to organize your thoughts in a good manner. Okay, in note making there is an important process you have to do. When you are reading an article or book or newspaper or listening any lecture or anything, you must pay your attention first. Read it more and more times to understand the gist of that article or a class or anything. First, it involves the process of paying attention. When you are listening a lecture, you take down all the important points and you have to organize them in a meaningful order. It is not possible to take down all the thing what you are listening. You listen only, or you take only important points which are important to your mind. Okay, this is very useful topic and in your examination there will be question on note making. There are so many types of note making. Okay, note making, what is note making? First, what is note making? Note making is a way of recording important details from a source, whether it is an article or a lecture or some experimental reference book or a newspaper or editorial or anything. This source can be any book, article, meeting or any oral discussion. Okay, in note making you record the essence of the information. What do? You record the essence. Essence means the gist, the main points of that information. It improves, you must remember the thing, it improves your skill by practicing only. Note making improves your skill by practicing only. Okay, it helps you. How can it helps? It helps you to understand and clarify thinking. What does it? It helps you to understand and clarify thinking. It enables you organize your own thoughts in a better way. Your thoughts, it enables you organize your thoughts your own way or in a better way. While making notes, you will also be considering the importance of the different points in the matter you are reading or listening to and drawing your own conclusions about them. You don't take or you don't note down all the things what you are reading or what you are listening. While listening, you decide yourself which is important and which is not important. Then only you will note down the things point wise, or sometimes you can use abbreviations also. Why? Because it should minimize your work. That's why you can put the information in abbreviations on the paper. After that, you should start to make notes. You should start to make the notes. You see, how it is useful. What is note making? Here is a chart on your screen. Listen, I read out once. Note making is not just about writing down everything you hear or heard. What is note making? It is not writing about everything you hear or heard. It is a process of reviewing, connecting, and synthesizing ideas from your own lectures or reading. This is the note making process. Here you do these activities. Note making is not just about writing down everything you hear or heard. It is not possible to write down all the thing while you are listening lecture or reading or any process. We are not robots. That's why we take down or we write down only the important points of the topic or of that lecture. That's why this is the process of taking only important points. Here you are doing in the first activity, you are taking notes, not making notes. After taking notes, you will do make notes. The process of making notes, what is the first step? Taking notes is the first step. After that, you make notes. Once again, listen once again. Note making is not just about writing down everything you hear or read. You all read. Say with me. What is note making? Note making is not just about writing down everything you hear or read. What it is? It is a process of reviewing, connecting what ideas or what points you have taken down, and you have to arrange them in a meaningful order. That is the connection of between each point what you have taken and how to arrange them in a meaningful order. And synthesizing ideas from your lectures. Synthesize the ideas here. To which or on what topic you have taken down the points, and you put it on the paper or in a note making. While note making, point wise, that should be very easily understandable to everyone. Okay? Synthesizing ideas from your lectures or reading. Making notes helps you to stay active and engaged during your lectures. How does it helps? Presenting physically is not important during the lecture. You also be present with your mind. Pay attention, concentration, and take down, listen carefully and take down point by point and what your lecturer or what you are listening on screen. Here you pay your attention. It helps to stay active and engaged during your lectures. Reading and revision also. Reading and revision. Understand what you are learning and clarify your thinking. Understand what you are learning and clarify your thinking. This is note making. There is a lot of about note making. Here I have written a very small about that note making. Okay, while writing note making, there should be some skills, necessary skills. These are the very important skills to write note making. First one is ability to read attentively. What you are reading, you must pay your attention. You don't just read commonly, you must pay attention while reading. That should be in more and more times. You do it more and more times. First, you concentrate on reading. Then you do it again and again to understand easily. This is the first necessary skill to make notes. Second one, ability to comprehend what is read. Here, you have to grab, you have to grasp what you have read. Then only you can arrange the points one by one in a meaningful order. If you are unable, if you fail to understand, you can't make a note, a good note. So, dear students, you must adapt these necessary skills to prepare a good note making. Third one, ability to understand or distinguish between important and unimportant ideas. This is the most important one among these. Why? Because you don't write down, you don't put down all the things line by line. That should be very lengthy and meaningless. First, you try to identify, recognize what is important and what is not important. When will it be done? If you read it more and more times, then you can understand what is important and what is not important. Then only it is possible to write a meaningful, a good notes or good to prepare a good note making. It is not that much easy. It should be done only by practicing. By practicing, you keep on practicing, you keep on practicing, you go on practicing. That's why, dear students, you must practice this one. This is very necessary in your higher studies, and it helps you in your life also. You try to adopt this one. What is necessary, what is not necessary, or what is important, what is not important, it decides your career. Not only in studies, in your life also it can be applicable in to make a good career. So students, you must do it by practicing. Okay, let's see the pattern. There are so many patterns. You can write diagrams, tables, frameworks, styles, and there are so many note making formats. Here you can see one of the note making format. On your screen, note making. While note making, you must, this is only the format. Okay, this is only the format. In the next class, we take a paragraph. Through that paragraph, we will make note making. Okay, first one here, you should write a precise heading. Heading plays a key role in note making process. By heading, a reader can understand what the information, what should and it contains. So you must choose a good title or heading, and then you arrange them in a meaningful order. You don't write down all the things one by one, one by one, one by one. What you have taken among them, first you should try to maintain the connectivity between the each point. Then you collect them and start making. After heading or title, here I have taken only 2 points. Go to the first point, arrange them if they are necessary. You write down the subheading 1, subheading 1 and 1. You divide the information what you have taken in a points wise. Here your knowledge is decided by the presenting of the points, and your skill is recognized by this. So students, you should be careful while writing note making in a good manner are in a good format. Yes, after heading, go to the first one, subheading. Point 1, here I have given a number 1. Okay, in number 1, one more subpoint is there, only one subpoint. In number 1 subpoint 2, you write down subheading if there is necessary, if there is uh, uh, too much information about that, you take only the 1 or 2 sentences, short phrases or sentences shortly. You write down subheading, and then in 1.2 subheading point 2, you give one by one, which is related to that one. A, B, small a, small b, subpoint 1, subpoint 2, and in 1.3.2, here point 2, point 2. Okay, next go to the main subheading point 2, subheading 2, and subheading point 1 into point 1, and next into point 2 subheading. Here, like this, you have to present all the things in a meaningful, in a connective order to each one. That should be in a chronological order or sequence order. Okay, you don't arrange them here and there, you arrange them according to the subheading, heading, subheading, subpoint, and subpoint. In subpoint, point 1, point 2, like this you arrange them, then only you will become a good note maker. Okay, students, I hope you understood very well what is note making and how to make notes, how it is useful to you, and it how helps in your to build your career, in your studies. Okay, students, in the next class we will meet on the same topic, and you'll learn the remaining formats of note making. Okay, students, right.